welcoming you to our discourse on the profound silence of cosmic existence, a Vedic perspective on spiritualism. We invite you to put on your headphones, find a comfortable position, and embark on this journey with us. Silence as transient state. Silence is a fundamental aspect of human experience, yet its complexity often surpasses our conventional understanding. Frequently equated with mere absence, silence is typically perceived as the void that exists when auditory stimuli are absent. However, a deeper exploration reveals that silence is not simply a lack of sound, but rather a transient state that exists in a dynamic relationship with the surrounding environment. In a universe characterized by relentless activity and movement, silence emerges not as an endpoint, but as an interlude, a moment rife with potential and transformation. Understanding silence requires us to appreciate its context within the realm of sound, motion, and energy. It is in this interplay that silence finds its significance. Just as a pause in a musical composition provides an opportunity for listeners to absorb and reflect upon the preceding notes, silence functions as a precursor to movement and change. Within these quiet moments, the latent possibilities for evolution and growth reside. They are the fertile ground where the seeds of change germinate, awaiting the spark that ignites energy into action. From a philosophical perspective, one can consider silence as a metaphor for potentiality. The traditional view of existence as a continuous state of flux posits that moments of stillness are not irregularities, but rather integral components of the grand narrative of life. These still moments allow for introspection, creativity, and the processing of experiences. Much like nature's cycles, which include periods of dormancy before the explosion of spring, silence is a necessary phase in the dynamic rhythms of life that facilitates transformation. The paradox accompanying silence further complicates our understanding. How can we recognize silence without the contrasting presence of sound? Just as one cannot appreciate the concept of light without being aware of darkness, sound is necessary for our comprehension of silence. This duality reveals that silence and sound exist on a continuum, each defining and enhancing our understanding of the other. The relativity of these concepts illustrates that silence cannot exist devoid of context. It is intricately woven into the fabric of the auditory landscape. This connection between silence and sound extends to broader interpretations of energy and existence. Silence is more than an absence. It embodies a unique form of energy, poised for transformation. Consider the quiet before a storm or the stillness that accompanies an impending change. The silence in these scenarios is teeming with unexpressed potential. It serves as a reminder that every perceived absence is, in reality, a space filled with possibilities waiting to be realized. Culturally and personally, silence takes on varied meanings, often determined by societal norms and individual circumstances. For some, silence acts as a sanctuary, a reprieve from the chaos of modern life, allowing for solitude and reflection. For others, it can evoke discomfort or fear, prompting a quest to fill the void with sound or activity. This subjective experience emphasizes the idea that silence is not a homogeneous state, rather it manifests differently across contexts and individuals. Moreover, silence holds profound significance in certain philosophical and spiritual traditions. In many Eastern philosophies, silence is associated with enlightenment and introspection. The practice of meditation often cultivates silence, not merely as an absence of sound, but as a tool for discovering inner peace and clarity. In this light, silence becomes a pathway to understanding oneself and the universe, a transformative state that encourages deep contemplation and insights. Technological advancements have also altered our interactions with silence. In an age defined by constant connectivity and a relentless barrage of information, moments of genuine silence are increasingly rare. The omnipresence of digital media often disrupts the tranquility that silence affords, creating a paradox wherein our lives are filled with noise, even in solitude. This shifting landscape highlights the necessity of consciously seeking silence amidst the clamor of modern existence. Engaging with silence is an intentional act that fosters mindfulness, allowing us to reconnect with ourselves and the world around us. In the realm of art and literature, silence often serves as a powerful narrative device. Writers and artists use silence to evoke emotions and nuances that words and sounds may fail to capture. The absence of dialogue can create tension, enhance atmosphere, and invite audiences to fill the void with their interpretation. The strategic use of silence can amplify moments of impact, fostering a deeper engagement with the themes presented. Ultimately, acknowledging silence as a transient state reshapes our perspective on existence itself. Rather than viewing silence as an interruption of sound, we come to recognize it as an essential component of the rhythmic tapestry of life. It is a state pregnant with possibilities, an intermediary phase rich with potential for growth and transformation. In understanding silence as a dynamic force rather than an absence, we can cultivate a greater appreciation for the beauty of stillness and the myriad opportunities it presents for reflection, creativity, and renewal. Thus, silence invites us into a complex and multifaceted realm that exists alongside sound, motion, and the endless energy of the universe. As we navigate through our noisy lives, embracing silence offers us a chance to attune ourselves to the profound subtleties of existence, the whispers of change, the inklings of new beginnings, and the promise of transformation. By appreciating silence not as a void but as a transient state filled with potential, we recognize its integral role in the continuous flow of life, where each still moment serves as a prelude to the symphony of sound, experience, and creation. With these words concluding this episode, we wish all our listeners a fruitful experience in the series dedicated to silence. Join us in our upcoming episodes as we navigate this intriguing exploration of silence, a state that holds the key to our spiritual growth and understanding of cosmic existence, with respect and gratitude. I'm Singh,